I must say hello to everyone. Today I am doing a subject. Palestinians are neither Canaanites nor Philistines. So who are they? Who are the Palestinians? Many are wandering around the world. Even Palestinians themselves do not know who they are. But many Arab nations, they know who Palestinians are. So today, I will expound and introduce to the world, especially those Palestinians that live in other parts of the world like Canada, USA, Australia, Great Britain, United Kingdom, Germany, France, and elsewhere, they must understand the originality of Palestinians. Where are they really originated from? Now, they were Canaanites in the promised land that God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Jacob, promised the children of Israel. They were Canaanites in that land. But the Canaanites were almost totally obliterated by the Israelites in the 13th century BC. And the few that remained were quickly assimilated into the Israeli culture. The Philistines were seafaring people from Crete, the largest of the Greek islands. The Philistines got their name from the Hebrew word Palestine, which actually means invaded land. Philistines invaded Israel in the 12th century BC. They stayed close to the Mediterranean coast. They never settled in Jerusalem, Hebron, or Jericho. That the Palestinians are claiming today. Palestinians are claiming Jerusalem today. But Philistines invaded Israel in the 12th century BC. They stayed close to the Mediterranean coast. They never settled in Jerusalem, Hebron, or Jericho that the Palestinians are claiming today. Then it was conquered by Syrians in the 7th century BC. Then it was conquered by the Babylonians. From this time of the Babylonians, the Philistines have disappeared from the pages of history. The Philistines' homeland is not Israel, but the Greek island of Crete. Now, in 135 AD, the Roman Hadrian conquered Jerusalem. The world can see how many times the God-given land has been conquered by so many different nations and tribes to run the Israelis out from the God-given, the Holy Land of Israel. Now in 135 AD, the Roman Hadrian conquered Jerusalem. Hadrian was very determined to eradicate even the memory of the Jews and erase their connection to the land of Israel. So the Jews have been hated from day one. Satan has blinded and torn the mind of people from all walks of life around the world to hate the Jews for no other reason. What have they done that they have to be driven out all the time from the land of Israel? So Hadrian removed the region, calling it Syria Palestina, the Latin translation for Philistines. So Palestinians are not Canaanites, and they are not Philistines. Then who are they? Who are the Palestinians? The world eyes must be open as of today, if it's not known to them. Who are the Palestinians? Biologically, they shared DNA with Saudi, Iraqis, Syrians, and Jordanians. They are simply Arabs. That's why the Arab nations around Israel are always siding with Hamas, the Palestinians. That's why Egypt, Syria, and Jordan attacked the state of Israel many a times. That hatred, the hatred is embedded in the Arab nation that surround Israel. But it must be stopped. As of today, the world is being enlightened by this subject of this little video as of today. Now, never in history there was a Palestinian people. Never in history there was a Palestinian nation or a Palestinian state. They were all Arabs. Now, the Temple Mount in the old city of Jerusalem is very secret to both the Christians and the Jews. Both group claims historical events gave them the right of ownership of Jerusalem. The Temple Mount is the holiest site in Judaism and the third holiest in Islam. Muslim tradition said that Muhammad traveled here to the All-Axer Mass on a night journey. That's what the tradition is saying, or told the Muslim world, that Muhammad traveled there to the All-Axer Mass on a night journey. And that tradition ever since formed the basis for the Palestinian claim to Jerusalem, which is a false claim. There is no record that Prophet Mohammad has ever been there. Even his army didn't arrive there until 5 years after Muhammad's death. The city of Jerusalem never mentioned, even once, in the Quran, but the Hebrew Bible mentioned it over 600 times. Now, on today's map, the land that God has given to Israel, stated in the Torah and the Holy Bible, include everything modern-day Israel possesses, plus all the territory occupied by the Palestinians, the West Bank and Gaza, plus some of Egypt and Syria, plus all of Jordan. According to the book of Genesis, chapter 15, and Joshua, chapter 1, the land that God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Jacob, gave to Israel include everything from the Nile River in Egypt to Lebanon. Just think of that. I want the world to remember that. The land of Israel is a God-given inheritance of the Jewish people based on the Holy Torah and the Holy Bible, particularly the books of Genesis, Exodus, Joshua, Numbers, and many more. For the Lord will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it has pleased the Lord to make you, the Israelites, the children of Israel, his people. 1 Samuel 12. For the Lord will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it has pleased the Lord to make you, the Israelis, the Israelites, the children of Israel, his people. Nothing can change this preeminent fact. Israel is entitled to the land it has and has been for over 3,000 years. In reality, the Jewish people maintain ties to their historic homeland for more than 3,700 years. You will find all of these in Genesis 15, Genesis 17, Genesis 26, Genesis 28. The Jews have lost possession from time to time of the land of Israel because they had to be on the run from their own homeland just to avoid persecution and death. But they have never lost their God-given title. God gave the land of Israel to Abraham and to his descendants through Isaac and Jacob, which means the land belongs to the descendants of Jacob, whose name was changed by God to Israel. In other words, the land belongs to the children of Israel, referred to in the New Testament as the Jews. Romans 1:16. The world must understand that Israel has the right to defend itself and the state of Israel at all time. Now, the Palestinians are claiming from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. What the hell is that? The Israelites had many military conflicts fought between various Arab countries in 1948 to 1949, 1956, 1967, 1973, 1982, 2006, and up till now. The first war, 1948 to 1949, began when Israel declared itself an independent state following the United Nations partition of Palestine and 5 Arab countries: Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, and Syria. They all attacked Israel very viciously, very aggressively. But the Israelites were victorious by Almighty God, who promised to protect them at all times. Then the Six-Day War, June 1967, fought between Israel and the Arab neighbors, Egypt, Syria, and Jordan. Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Algeria, and others also contributed troops and arms to the Arab forces. Israel again was victorious. Then again, the Yom Kippur War on October 6 to 26, 1973. This time, Egypt and Syria attacked Israel. Israel again was triumphant. I want the world to remember these dates. Since 1948, Israel has a state, the state of Israel. And these Arab nations are after them all the time. The world must not forget it. They must remember they want to eradicate the state of Israel. They must remember that they are always being attacked over and over. Now I mentioned the countries that attack Israel over and over. I'll repeat them. Egypt a few times, Syria a few times, Jordan a few times. They all combined together to attack. Lebanon, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Algeria, all contributed to the attacks on Israel. The world must remember these countries and digest it to know what Israel has been facing since 1948. I'm talking about when they got there, when Israel became officially a state, the state of Israel. Now, I'm asking the question to the world, how can Israel trust these countries ever again? For any peace agreement, or why should there be a two-state solution when the land belongs to the children of Israel? I want the world to be the judge, not me. Be the judge on this video and let me know your ideas, what you think of it. And if you like my channel and you like what I have been saying, because these are the facts and they cannot be hidden, it's out there. If you like my channel, please press the subscribe button so you will be informed when my next video will be out. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day.